The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Thomas, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Landry. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Slow. Under. Ready. 319.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action now. Taylor. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Now Taylor. Screen play. Johnson. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the Ravens taking the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Here's Jackson to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They go play action with Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
That's caught out left by Perriman. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. Taylor finding his volume receiver Landry for a big one, 42 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. To throw is Taylor. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Terrell Suggs in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he is in into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game... And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Jackson on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say,
now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Slow. Two-jet.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Z.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Flag 32.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Taylor looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Play action, it's Taylor. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Under. Ready. 319.
Here's Johnson. Room here to run. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. To the right side, incomplete to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Johnson. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Taylor. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards. On the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go. Green 39.
Jackson now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. It they'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The first carry for a former 49er and also a former Buckeye. It's Carlos Hyde. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Taylor now off the bootleg. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tim Williams in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
On second down, here's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Now that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Flag 32. Under 32.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Taylor now looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
319. So.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They run with Thomas. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is Thomas. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now Jackson will look to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Leopard! Detroit!
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his... And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. A couple of recent pickups. Taylor finding Landry for the Cleveland first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Open man, the tight end fails. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do. And I think you wonder, what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
They go play action now. Taylor. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe. Play action. Now Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. That's caught out left by Perriman. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. Able to shake, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On on 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 40. Four-yard line.
Let's get it.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. 319. 319. What's the
On the ground, this is Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
319. 319.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here's Taylor to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They run a draw here on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Johnson. And some room to work as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Browns move the chains as Taylor's able to hook up with Coleman. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Taylor again. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
4 down, 4 down. Slow.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Leopard! Three down. Hey, hut!
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they take a knee. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Landry now on the return. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases,